Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I actually just ended up working for about 3 hours and then I just got home. It was pretty dead at work. Today's Martin Luther King Day, so we thought we were going to be busier. At least I got to work today and wear what I wanted to wear to work on. My lip is bleeding just a little bit, but it actually looks okay when I go up close. It just looks weird far away. I'm just gonna sit like this. I don't even know. But anyway, it they called me out on Friday and they had me work today for only like 3 hours. I did work my full shift yesterday. That's why I didn't record my makeup look yesterday because I had to go right to my boyfriend's house after work, so I didn't have enough time to record it. But I really like how my makeup turned out today. I think it looks really good. So I just wore my rose shirt from Lucky. I haven't worn it to work in a while, so I wanted to wear it today. And then just my red Bloomingdale's sweater, and then just like a burgundy red look. These are like my favorite looks to wear in the winter and like fall time. So anyway, at least I got to wear makeup for a few hours today, so I'm gonna take it off anyway because now I'm home for the night because I told my boyfriend that I wanted to come over to see him tonight if I was either not gonna be working or I didn't say possibly done early, but I told him I was going to let him know, and he said that he would see me Thursday through Sunday, so he said that he was doing stuff for school tonight, so, because he does go back to school on Wednesday, and I won't see him tomorrow because I'm supposed to be going to the movies with Becca, and we're supposed to see Greatest Showman, which I've been dying to see this movie, so I'm really excited to go. And then Wednesday, I'm pretty much not really doing anything. I think Wednesday is going to just be a day where I can just relax and do nothing because I really haven't been doing that. So yeah, anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. The e.l.f. Mineral Primer, and then I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the color Fair. I basically redid the same makeup look that I wore on Friday that I was going to wear to work, and then I ended up being called out. I wore the same exact makeup look because I wanted to at least wear it to work, so I still wanted to wear this shirt. So I'm so glad that I didn't wear my lace shirt today because that would have been even more of a waste. And then I went in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Porcelain. I just really wanted to try it out today again because I haven't worn it in a while and I just didn't want to wear my other newer concealers. I just really wanted to wear like mostly drugstore on my face. And then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in Porcelain to set my face. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same Maybelline powder. And then I just went in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie as my transition shade. And then for my eyes, I went in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette today because I did use this when I was getting ready for work on Friday, but since I got called out, I wasn't able to really wear it, so I wanted to rewear the same look again. And I used mostly just the warm quad over here and then a couple shades from here. So I went in with this shade on my crease, then I darkened up the crease more with this shade, and then I went in with this shade and this shade on my outer corners. And then for the lid, I used the Kat Von D Metal Crush Shadow in the shade Raw Power. Why do my lips look weird? They don't look weird up close. It's always that one little mark. It looks totally fine up close. I don't know why it looks weird far away. Whatever. And then for the lid shade, I went in with one of the Kat Von D Metal Crush Shadows in the shade Raw Power all over my lid. And then for the brow bone, I went in with this shade right here, and that was it mostly for the eyes on the top. And then I concealed with the LA Pro Concealer underneath my eyes, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder, which I kind of noticed it creasing already, if you could see that a little bit. And then I lined my waterline with the Maybelline Skinny Gel Liner in the shade Brown, and then I smudged a little bit of this color on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners within the Spotlight by Makeup Geek. And then I just went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And then I contoured with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I used the two first shades to contour. And then I lightened up and cleaned it up. Cleaned up the contour with the lightest powder shade in the palette. And I just cleaned it up. And then for the blush, I went in with the Kat Von D Everlasting Blush in the shade Bellissima. And then for the highlight, I used the Milk Makeup Holographic Powder Quad, and I used the two peachier shades. I believe one of the shades is called Mars. And I don't think any of the other, I don't really know what the other shade names are called, but I used like the peachier color, and I mixed those two together. They are just so pretty. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I started everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Then I just filled in my brows. I just brushed my brows through with a spoolie, and then I set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, and then I lined them with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade Homegirl, I believe it's called. And then for the lips, I went in with the Manny MUA Ultra Liquid Lipstick in the shade Hypno. This is such a comfortable formula. The only reason why I wear these is because I love the formula. I don't love Manny anymore, but I think that he created such beautiful shades when I did support him. And this shade is amazing. It's just so comfortable on the lips. I only wore it for 3 hours, and I didn't end up eating anything because I ended up eating like before work, and then I wasn't sure if I should bring any food with me because I thought I was going to be at work till 8:30 because my shift was 3 to 8:30, but then I only stayed 3 to 6 because that's how dead it was. And at least they didn't call me out again, because if I did get called out, I would have just went to my boyfriend's house anyway. But I really wanted to wear this because, like I said, I just really wanted to re-wear the look that I wasn't able to wear on Friday because I ended up just going to my boyfriend's house then. And I literally had all of this done except for my lips, but then I had to take it all off because I ended up not working. So yeah, that's really it. So I'm gonna go because we're about to eat dinner at my house, and then we're probably just gonna watch a movie. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm home tonight because I haven't really like given myself much time to relax this break. I still have another like 2 weeks until I go back to school. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So bye. And I will like tell you guys my makeup look yesterday. I really have been slacking a lot, so but this will be starting a new week anyway, so I have like a week to put that up anyway. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. If my face looks a little bit green from the front, it's just the light reflecting. It doesn't look like that from the side. It actually looks pretty cool. Just from the front, it's going to look a little green because I mixed a green and a purple highlighter together to get this highlight. And it doesn't look like that in person. It just looks like that on camera. So forgive me if it looks like I'm wearing like 2 green streaks on my face like a warrior princess. So tonight I'm going to the movies. I didn't get ready until like 4:30 because I didn't have any other plans to do anything today. So I just mostly just relaxed. Last night I ended up not going to my boyfriend's house after work, even though I only worked for 3 hours. I just ended up taking my makeup off and then watching a movie with my mom. And then today I'm going to the movies to see The Greatest Showman. I have been waiting to see this movie like since it came out, and I'm so excited that I'm finally going to see it. So I'm seeing it with my friend Becca. Of course, she didn't text me all day, so I had to text her around like 5 o'clock. And I am trying out just 2 new products today because I finally got my ColourPop package in the mail, and I ordered like 3 eyeshadows, a couple of eyeliners, and a highlighter. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to try out their new liquid eyeshadow, so I'm wearing one of those on my lid today. So I decided to wear my Maleficent shirt today. I was going to wear my other Maleficent shirt, but this was originally what I was going to wear today anyway because I thought that the eyeshadow that I had ordered that I wanted to wear today was more pink, and it turns out it's more purple. So since this shirt has more purple on it and the other Maleficent shirt that I have is more pink, I decided to wear the purple one because obviously that went better. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Mineral Primer, and then I went in with the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Outlast Foundation and Concealer in the shade Classic Ivory. I do feel like it kind of made my face a little bit yellow, though. I actually do like how it looks on camera, though, because it looks pretty natural to my skin tone, which I do like. It just looks very yellow in person. And then I went in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light Beige. I probably should have went in with a lighter concealer. That's probably why my face is a little bit more yellow, since that's not the right shade for me. And I would have ordered the right shade for me when I got this package in the mail. I was hoping to order the ColourPop concealer with that order because they were running the 20% off again when I ordered that, because the first time I ordered it, I ordered the wrong shade. But the second time that I placed another ColourPop order, um, I wanted to order it, but they were still sold out of my shade. And of course, like I think 2 or 3 days later, they said that they restocked all of the concealers and they had the shade again, but I had already placed the order and I'm like, well, I'm not going to order another ColourPop concealer and pay the shipping. Like, the whole reason why I got the 20% off and ordered $30 worth of stuff every time is to get the free shipping. So it sucks that I still don't have the right shade in it, but whatever. And then I set my face with the NYX HD powder. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer and then went over that with the same NYX HD powder. And then I went in with a couple of shades from the Kat Von D Middle Matte palette and then a couple of single shadows. So I didn't use like a certain palette today. I used like a couple of shadows from from the Kat Von D palette, excuse me, and the a couple from Makeup Geek. So I just used Petal Pusher. Well, first I just went all over the lid and the eye with Bone from the Kat Von D Middle Matte palette, and then I went in with the shade Petal Pusher on the crease. Then I darkened out the crease more with Moss from the Kat Von D Middle Matte palette, and then I used a little bit of ribbon on the outer corners. But it didn't really matter like too much what shades I was using in the crease because I mostly just wanted to try out this guy today. So for my lid, I went in with the ColourPop Supernova Shadow in the shade Moonlit. And the reason why I got this shade is because I saw Kathleen Lights use this shade in one of her tutorials. She did use it with a Morphe palette, but the look that she created was so gorgeous that I was like, I need that color. But when she used this, I didn't realize that she applied it over like a red base of eyeshadow because when she used the Morphe palette, she used like a red eyeshadow on her lid. So it ended up making this shade. I first, when I got this in the mail, I thought that I accidentally ordered the wrong shade. But then I double checked her video and I was like, no, it's the right shade. But this is a lot more purple than I thought it was going to be. And in her video, it came out like a hot pink glitter, and I was like dying for that shade. But this one's a lot more purple. I mean, this is still gorgeous, and I'm still going to wear it. So I tried it out today, and this is what it looks like on my lid. Basically, what it reminds me of is just a liquid version of their Super Shock shadows. I actually found this to be a little bit difficult to apply. It was a little bit streaky. It wasn't as opaque as the Stila eyeshadows. It kind of reminded me of the formula of the Stila duochrome ones, like the shade in the Sunset Cove that I have. That one's not as pigmented as the other Stila eyeshadows that I have. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Like, I thought this was just going to be like one swipe pigment. I mean, this one was definitely more pigmented than the other shade that I got. And the other shade that I got is called Walk of Fame. And that one seems to be very gunky and not as opaque as this one. This one definitely applies a lot better. So I will test it out more and let you guys know what I think. I don't even know when I'm going to wear this shade again though, because I thought it was going to be more pink, and I don't wear purple as much as I wear pink. So we'll see when I actually end up wearing this again. I'll probably wear it to school at one point. I do like it though. It didn't transfer at all, and it dried down really quickly, which I did love, and it didn't really have any fallout. It had like no glitter fallout, so that is definitely a plus because the Stila ones have a ton of glitter fallout, and this didn't have any. So I was really impressed with that. So this is more of like a liquid. I don't think there's a lot more glitter in this. I think it's more like metallic rather than glitter, because the Stila ones are like straight up liquid glitter. So I'm going to test that out more. And then I went in with the shade Bone on the brow bone, again from the Kat Von D palette, and that's all I used on my eyes. And then I lined my eyes with the Wet n Wild's felt tip eyeliner, but it wasn't enough to go over the glitter, so I went over it with the NYX liquid liner in black. And then for the under eyes, I went in with the ColourPop concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose, and I also used that to conceal all over my face, because since I need to lighten up the concealer because it's not the right shade. And then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I lined my eyes, my waterline, with the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Swerve, because I did receive the package today, so I wanted to use it. And I was replacing a couple of older eyeliners that I got like back during like Black Friday of like 2015. So I was like, I need to replace some of these. So I just got the black, the brown, and like the red, and those are like the 3 shades I wear all the time. So it was about time I decluttered those from my collection, because they're like 2 years old now. And then for the mascara, I used the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara on the top lashes that I got in a point perk from my Sephora haul. And then I used the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the bottom. I love this mascara on the bottom lashes, and the Lancome one has like too big of a wand to use on the bottom lashes, and it ends up like clumping up. And that's it for the eyes. Oh, and for the inner corners, I used the Makeup Geek foiled shadows in the shades Whimsical and Fantasy, and I mixed those two together. I'm trying to use my filled shadows more on my lids so on my inner corners so I can use them more. And then for the bronzer, I went in with the NARS Laguna bronzer. And then for the blush, I went in with the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Pansy Pop, but I felt like it was way too pink for some reason. So I just went over it with a little bit of Well Dressed from MAC, and I'm still not too crazy about the color. I still think it looks too pink, but it's pretty, so whatever. And then for the highlight, I went in with the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit, and I mixed together the purple and the green shades, and I used the shades, what's the purple shade called? Lyra, I believe. And then the green shade is called Helia, and I mix those two together. And also, since the Sleeping Beauty princess is named Aurora in the movie, I figured, since I'm wearing the Maleficent shirt from Sleeping Beauty, I figured to use the Aurora Glow Kit. I know that's like so cheesy, but I like theming my makeup sometimes, even though it's just for me. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I set everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And then for my brows, I filled them in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and then I went over them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I have to tweeze my eyebrows again because they kind of look a little bit messy right now, but whatever. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Lumiere, and then I filled them in with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Lumiere 2, which are both from Kathleen Lights. I guess because I wanted to use this, since I was inspired by her to use this shade, I wanted to use her lippy too, but I was planning on wearing this lipstick today anyway. So that's really it. I did also invite like 3 other people to the movie, and no one else was able to make it except for Becca. And I texted her at like 5 o'clock, and then she told me at 5:30 that she has a headache, and I was like, there's no way in hell she's canceling on me too, because she keeps on complaining that she doesn't see me anymore. And since I have all this free time over the break, I was like, you know, you can see me all the way up until school starts, so I suggest that you start hanging out with me now, because I invited Liz, but Liz told me she couldn't come out because she's still doing stuff for her house in Center Meriches. Cassie told me originally that she could come on Sunday, and then she didn't get back to me yesterday when I asked her if she could still come, and then she texted me this morning telling me that she picked up a work shift. And I was like, you knew that we were seeing the movie at 7, and you decided to pick up a shift at 4 o'clock. Like, why didn't you pick up a morning shift and then, like, go to the movies with us afterwards? So she's, like, constantly, like, forgetting, like, what I tell her, and I haven't seen her in forever, so I'm a little bit annoyed at that. And then Melanie told us 2 days ago that she couldn't go, which is fine. She just is always saying that we don't really do much with her either. So I'm honestly, like, over people, like, telling me that they don't see me enough when I'm actually free now and no one's available. So, because either everybody's back in school now. I mean, I don't start school till the 29th, and I told Becca, see me now, because I'm free until the 29th. So, that's really it. So I'm going to go. Bye. And I can't wait to see this movie. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did just get home from hanging out with my best friend. It's like 1:40 in the morning, but I just really wanted to tell you guys my makeup look before I take it off. Yeah, so, I mean, I actually really like how my makeup turned out. And I used like cooler tones with a warmer tone eyeshadow on the lid, and I thought it looked so pretty. So, and my best friend told me that she like loved my makeup tonight, so that was really sweet. So anyway, I just wore my Free People hoodie tonight because I thought we were just supposed to hang out at her house for a while and, you know, like watch a movie or something. But of course we ended up going out to Applebee's, and we were there for like 2 hours, and then we didn't get back to her house until like 9 or 10 o'clock, and she lives really far. She lives like almost an hour away from me. So people like just don't know how to drive lately, and it took forever for me to get to her house, and I didn't get to her house till like almost 6. And I left her house around 12:30, like after we had gotten back. We were gonna try and watch a movie, but of course that didn't happen. And then I ended up talking to her and her friend for like 2 hours after we got back. So, that's just basically what ended up happening for the rest of the night. So anyway, I primed my face with I didn't really have any plans today, but then I ended up going out there. I don't really have that much money right now, because we were originally just supposed to go get like fast food and stuff. Sorry, people are texting me. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Poreless Mineral Primer, and then I went in with the LA Girl Pro Foundation, whatever the heck it's called, because I wanted to test it out again and see how it would be. And it's honestly, it's not my favorite foundation. It feels very sticky on the skin. This is actually a foundation that is not weightless on my skin, so I don't love it, but I'll continue to wear it to use it. But it's not my favorite foundation. There's definitely foundations I like more. As for how it looks on my skin right now, because I haven't worn it in quite a while, so I just want to tell you guys how it actually looks right now. This hood drives me nuts. I mean, it looks okay now because I concealed a little bit, but it did break up around my nose and around this area. I think that was more so the concealer though, and it's kind of emphasizing my pores around this whole area here, and it doesn't look like the smoothest around here either. So, and it looks pretty shiny, which isn't like a big deal to me, but I don't know. I don't really love this foundation. There are definitely foundations I love more. I would definitely wear this for more so like a shorter period of wear than like wearing it for like 6 or 7 hours. I feel like it only looks good for a couple of hours. I did mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. Why isn't this search bar working? The heck? I mixed it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation because I wanted to lighten it up, because the foundation, I accidentally bought it in the wrong shade when I bought it. I bought it in the shade Porcelain. I really am the shade Fair, but the fact that like their shade selection's like backwards and that you would think that Porcelain was their lightest shade is what I don't like about them, that they should have named their latest shade Porcelain and then the next one should have been Fair. So I don't really understand that. And then I concealed with the LA Girl, I used the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation, which I don't really find this foundation illuminating. I find that it's pretty matte. But then I concealed with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain, and the shade is definitely better for me. It's still pretty yellow, so I did mix it with the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, and I do notice that it was breaking up under my eyes, so I don't really love that either. So anyway, and then I just set my face with the MAC with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, the pressed powder in Porcelain, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same Fit Me powder. And then I used the ColourPop pressed shadow in the shade Firefly as my transition shade. And then I went in with the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette today and just used a couple of those shades on my eyes, just because I wanted to pull it out and use it. So I used this shade in my crease right here, this matte brown. Then I darkened up the crease more with this shade, which is a pretty cool shade actually, right? Yeah, I used this shade. It's kind of like a gray toned brown shade, so I really liked that. And then, or actually maybe it was this one. I can't remember if it was this one or this one. I think it was this one actually. I think I used that one. See how it's like kind of a gray tone brown? And then for the outer corners, I kind of mixed these two together and put those on my outer corners. And then for the lid shade, I used a ColourPop single shadow because I also did receive this 2 days ago, so I wanted to try it out today. And I just thought it looked really cool with this look. So I used the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Lightning Bug. Why do I say Lightning Bug? Lightning Bug. And this is a beautiful shade, you guys. Really, really pretty. Super sparkly. Look how pretty that is. I'm just afraid that it might like fall out because it was kind of like rotating in the pan when I first got it. But it's really pretty on the eyes. Look how gorgeous that is. It did have a little bit of fallout though. Like I did notice when I got home it had a little bit of glitter fallout. And that's what I noticed with the liquid eyeshadow that I tried from them yesterday, the Supernova shadow in the shade Moonlit. I used that yesterday, and when I got home from the movies, because I said my makeup look before I went out, I noticed that there was like glitter fallout all under my eyes. Um, like after I had put it on, I didn't really notice that when I first put it on. I didn't notice any glitter fallout when I put it on, but then when I got home, I noticed that there was glitter under my eyes. And I did notice that a little bit with this. Nothing too crazy, but I don't really get that with these because these are the pressed shadows. But this is an ultra glitter, so I would expect that from this, but it's gorgeous. So definitely love that, of course. Like, of course, I love their eyeshadows. They're amazing. And then for the brow bone, I just went in with this shade right here from the palette, and that's basically it. And then for the under eyes, I went in with the LA Pro Concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD Powder. And then for the waterline, I went in with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Call Me. And then for the lower lash line, I just smudged, I think it was this color. I think I put this color on my outer corners and then I smudged this one on the lower lash line. So I used like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 shades from the palette. I just wanted to use the cooler tone shades in here because they are really pretty. And then for the mascara, I just went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara because like I've said, I actually really do love this mascara. The only thing I don't love about it is that it transfers. And then for the inner corners, I used just 2 ColourPop pressed eyeshadows because they were just sitting in front of me and also because I really wanted to use them. I think I used the shades Let Me Explain and Take It Slow on the inner corners. So those were really pretty. And then which are 2 ColourPop pressed eyeshadows, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Kevyn Aucoin Capri bronzer, the Neo bronzer in the shade Capri. And then for the blush, I used the MAC blushes in the shade Margin and Melba, and I mixed those two together just because I really wanted to use MAC blushes today. I don't know if this like look looks weird, but I don't know. I really like it. I kind of feel like when you use a warmer tone eyeshadow on the lid with cooler tone shades in the crease, it kind of makes the lid shade pop, and I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. It was different for me, but I really wanted to use this, and I really wanted to use this today, but I find that every time that I use this, it's a very cool tone look, because these are cooler tone eyeshadows, but it kind of makes me wear cooler tones a little bit more, and am loving cooler tones more and more on me the more I wear them. And then for this highlight, look how pretty this is. This is the ColourPop Pressed Powder Face Highlighter in the shade Here Kitty Kitty. Look how cute this little packaging is. I love this. And it comes with such a cute mirror. And then this is the highlighter. Since I love the other highlighter that I have from them in the Double Play Duo, you guys know that was in my Best in Beauty 2017, and I love that blush and I love the highlighter in there, that I really wanted to try another pressed highlighter from them because I pretty much have decluttered every single Super Shock cheek highlighter from them because I just like wasn't using them anymore, and they started going bad because like I've said a million times, you can only really have the cream products from ColourPop, like the hybrid products like these, for only like a year, and then they start going bad. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start purchasing the pressed powders, and I got this today, or not today, 2 days ago, and this is so pretty, but this is the first time I'm wearing it today, is what I meant to say, not to say I got it today, and it is so pretty. Look how gorgeous that reflect is. But this is the first time I'm trying it, and I'm really impressed, and honestly, I have been so much more impressed by cheaper highlighters than high-end highlighters this year, or the ones that I've tried so far from the Sephora holiday haul. I'm actually going to be returning 2 highlighters that I got. I'm going to be returning the Becca Light Chaser highlighter in Champagne Dream Times Bellini. I just don't think it's anything special. It doesn't really do anything. I might wear it tomorrow to see how it is. But if I don't like it, I'm returning it. I didn't really wear it the last time I wore it. So I'm going to wear it tomorrow. And if I don't like it tomorrow, I'm returning it. And I'm also going to be returning the Bobbi Brown Trio, the highlighting palette. I actually returned it once because I exchanged it for the Dior Liquid Lipstick because that's the one that they sent to me twice. But I think that the colors are just way too dark for me. So, and look how pretty this is from the front. It doesn't look like crazy like the other highlighters I've been wearing. It's just like a reflect of highlight and it doesn't look like crazy from the front because it's actually right for my skin tone. So, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. But I'm returning that Bobbi Brown palette because it's way too dark for my skin tone. I do think it's a pretty formula, and I might have to try it out again, but honestly, it's not worth me keeping. I also really wanted to return the Cover FX highlighting palette that I got, but I haven't hauled that yet, so I might just keep that for a little while, but I don't really love that palette either. And then I filled in my brows with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara, and I just brushed them out with a spoolie. And then for the lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Subculture. And then for the lips, I went in originally with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Beeper because I'm trying to rewear some of my older ColourPop Ultra Mattes to see if they're still good. But this one was kind of peeling, so I might have to get rid of it. But then I went over it with a gray tone lippy because I just wanted to see how it will look, and I didn't want to wear this one by itself because I felt like it was too pale, so this mainly just made it like a gray tone lip and not like a super pale nude. So I went over it with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nudie Patootie, and I really liked the combo, but it was pretty drying because the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip is so drying. I felt like I was going to say something else. I just feel like the drugstore highlighters that I've tried have been so much better than the high-end ones that I've tried. The only high-end ones that I've been impressed by from the ones that I picked up from the Sephora haul was the Fenty Beauty highlighter and the Milk Makeup holographic quad, but the other ones I could do without. So that's why I'm going to be returning probably both of those. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go because I'm super tired and I have to take my makeup off. So bye. Okay, so hi, I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Pretty simple today because I went over my boyfriend's house. He actually picked me up after he got out of class, and then we went back to his house. We picked up some Buffalo Wild Wings on the way, and then we actually watched Batman. I've actually never seen the original Batman. I love the newer Batmans with like Christian Bale directing them because I love Christian Bale. Not Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan, oh my god. But I've actually never seen the original one, so I finally did see the original one because they actually added all of the older Batmans on Netflix. I don't think they added the Christopher Nolan ones, but they do have the first two by Tim Burton, and then they have, well, Batman Forever was also by him too, and I think Batman and Robin. So I think all of them were by him, but obviously Michael Keaton only did the first two movies. So anyway, I just wore my J. Crew sweater today just because I wanted to wear it today. And, excuse me, and my new pair of Lucky jeans, I finally wore them today, and I love them. They're like a Stella skinny jean, and they're really cute. And then for the face, I was going to wear foundation, but then I was like, nah, I'm going to be wearing foundation for the next, like, week or so, so I was like, I probably should take a break from foundation today. So I just concealed with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the color Light Ivory, and then I set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Warm Light. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same Wet n Wild powder. And then I just went in with ColourPop's Firefly as my transition shade, and then I went in with the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette today. And I just like see like how pretty it looks on my eyes. Like that's why I do really love Too Faced shadows. They just look really beautiful and soft on the eyes. And that's why I love the older palettes I have from them. That's why I really won't like pick up a newer palette because I don't really like love the brand anymore. But anyway, I'm still going to use the older products that I have. So I went in, of course, with Nudie on the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Cashmere Bunny. Then I used Sexpresso on the outer corners, and then I used Silk Teddy on the lid, and then I used Heaven on the brow bone, which is usually the look that I go with because I'm trying to still hit pan on Silk Teddy, so I usually always use that on my lid. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Wet n Wild concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I just left the under eyes bare because I just usually put on mascara and an inner corner highlight when I just don't really want to do much for my eyes. So I just went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara on the top and bottom, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Honey Pot from the Too Faced palette, and that was it. And then I didn't do any bronzer, I just went in with some blush, and I used the, excuse me, the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the shade Baby Love. And then for the highlight, it looks so blinding on camera. I used the Too Faced Glow highlighter in the shade Pink Glow. This is so much better than the prismatic highlighters that they have, and I just really wanted to pull it out and use it again, so I used that today. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Adhere Light Powder. Then I started thing with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist, and then I just brushed in my brows with a spoolie and set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then I didn't go in with any lip primer or lip liner. I just went in straight up with my lip, and I went in with the NARS Audacious Lipstick in the shade Raquel, because I am trying to use up this lipstick as well, so I'm going to try and use it as much as I can, but this is the first time I'm using it this year. And that's about it. So tomorrow I should be working, and Saturday, so yeah, bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. Sorry, I'm just answering my boyfriend really quick. So I just finished recording a haul, so I'm like a little bit tired right now. So I did work today, but I only worked for 3 hours. So I did decide to wear my new velvet shirt that I picked up a couple days ago. This is so cute. This is a Lucky shirt, of course. And then I'm wearing it with my aqua cardigan, and then I'm wearing it with my new Stella jeans, which I wore yesterday as well. But I thought that I wasn't going to see my boyfriend today because I was supposed to work 3 to 7, but I ended up only working 3 to 6 because it was so dead. So then I actually ended up starting to record a haul before work, but I, of course, wasn't able to finish recording it because I started recording like at 2 o'clock, and then I had to go eat and leave. But then since I was done at 6, I came home, wiped my lipstick off, and brushed my teeth, and then just went to my boyfriend's house and left all my face makeup on because obviously I wasn't going to take it all off because I wanted to finish recording the video when I got home. So I wanted him to originally come over for dinner here, but then my mom was making fish, and my boyfriend's not really a huge fan of fish, so I ended up going to his house. So anyway, and we just ended up watching some shows and got some McDonald's, and that's about it. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus primer, which I love. And then I went in with the Lancome Seals XL foundation in 24-hour makeup in the shade Buff 210N, which of course is one of my favorite foundations now. And I really wanted to wear it today because I hauled this foundation today, so I really wanted to wear it in the video. And then I concealed with one of my older favorites, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Fair Warm, or light Fair Neutral, whatever it's called, I don't remember. But it's still one of my favorite concealers, and I just wanted to whip it out and use it today, so that's what I used. And then I set my face with the NYX HD powder, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same NYX powder. And then for my eyes, I mostly went in with Makeup Geek shadows today, and then a liquid eyeshadow. So I used Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream first as my transition shade, and then I went in with a couple of newer shades that I got like a while ago, but I wanted to just use a couple of single shadows. So I just used Bake Sale first in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with tan lines, and then I used, what is the shade called? I think it's called Popular Demand. No, that's not, oh crap, that's not, Makeup Geek. Crap, I don't remember the name. Now I have to look it up. I don't remember the name of it. What the heck is the name? And then for the lid shade, I used a liquid eyeshadow from ColourPop, and I used the shade, the ColourPop Supernova Shadow in the shade Walk of Fame. And this is the first time I'm wearing it on my lids today, and it's a really pretty liquid glitter. So I've been trying out those, and then I also tried out the purple one on Tuesday, so it was really pretty. I really don't remember what the outer corner shade is called. And then for the brow bone, I just went in with Mirage and Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek as well. I am going to find what this shade is called in a second. And sorry, just give me one sec. I should be able to find it. It's not called Sidekick. Oh my god, this is bad that I don't remember what the shade name is actually called. But it's not any of these that I'm looking at. Hold on. All right, well, I know that she discontinued some of her eyeshadow, so I can't really find it right now, but I will tell you guys what it is tomorrow when I do my makeup look then. I just want to take my makeup off. I'm so tired right now. I just want to sit and watch TV. So that was it for the eyes, and I do go in to my thoughts about these in the haul that I'm probably going to post tomorrow, so you're going to see my thoughts on them like way earlier than you actually see this video. But they are really pretty, and I really like how they last on the lid. They don't like fade or anything, so I think they're really pretty. And then of course I concealed again under my eyes with the Urban Decay concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I lined my waterline with the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Call Me, and then I used the shades Bake Sale and Tan Lines. Oh my god, can you speak? The shades Bake Sale and Tan Lines on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Rapunzel and Nylon, which is a MAC shadow, Nylon, and Rapunzel is, of course, a Makeup Geek shadow. And then I went in with the Catrice Wanderlust mascara. It's one of the little samples from Sephora. And then I used the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the bottom just because I like that one a lot more on the lower lash line. And then I bronzed up the skin with the NARS Laguna bronzer from the Stephen Klein palette, and I hit baby pan on it today. I was so happy. I'm like, oh my god, I hit pan on it. So it's like the first thing I've hit pan on that I already goaled myself to hit pan on this year. So I'm like, I'm already on a roll if I already hit pan on something. I'm super happy. So I'm just going to be using it more and more to like get a pretty big dent on it before the end of the month. So I'm so happy that I hit pan on it. And then I went in with the MAC blush in the shade Peaches from the Shape and Contour palette from them. And then for the highlight, I went in with the Fenty Beauty Duo Highlighter, Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in the shade Lighting Dust and Fire Crystal. And then I also used the ColourPop Pressed Powder highlighter in the shade Here Kitty Kitty because I really just wanted to use both of them together because since I was recording the Ulta and ColourPop haul, I really wanted to use that together with it. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then for the brows, I just filled them in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. But they're kind of looking pretty jacked right now, so I have to redo them or like tweeze them. That's what I meant to say. And then for the lips, I primed them with I actually didn't prime them because this lipstick is like super hydrating. So I just lined my lips with the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout lip liners in the shade Bear to Comment. And then I filled my lips in with the Marc Jacobs liquid lipstick in the shade Fawn Over Me because I love this lipstick. It's just so easy to wear. And it's just such a beautiful formula. And that's it, you guys. Bye! Okay, so hi, so I just want to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm about to take my makeup off and go to my boyfriend's house. I did work for 4 hours today from like 1 to 5, and I actually did pretty good today. It was actually pretty busy. I just really want to take my shoes off because I've been wearing my socks for like 5 hours. I'm not like a huge sock person. I really like honestly kind of hate wearing socks. The only time I really do is if it's like absolutely necessary, like when I wear boots and stuff. But other than that, I hate wearing socks. I feel like my feet feel like so condensed. But anyway, So I wore my gray floral shirt today, just something simple because I figured, not to go too ham. I really wanted to do like a pinky toned look today, so I wanted to wear this shirt today. So I primed my face with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, or Smashbox primer water, and the e.l.f. Mineral primer. And then I went in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick foundation in the color Y225, and then I concealed with the um, the new Milani concealer. What the heck is it called? Dang it. I don't remember the name of it. It's like the Conceal and Perfect one, the same one as the foundation. So I wore that today and I mixed it with the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, and I think it looked really good today. I don't know, maybe because I put less of it on, it looked pretty good today. So I was actually pretty impressed with that. Sometimes it's like really, really yellow, and today it looked really good. Maybe because I mixed it finally. And then I set my face with the NYX HD powder, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same NYX HD powder, and then I went in with ColourPop's Firefly as my transition shade, and then I went in with the Buxom 6-pan palette that I have and used a couple of these shadows today because I really wanted to use them. So I went in with the pinky shade today, which is this shade right here. Then I darkened the crease more with the brown, and then I used this darker brown on the outer corners. And then for the lid shade, I used the Milk Makeup pigment, the eye pigment in the shade After Party, which is a really beautiful pinky glittery shade. I love these things, and this is like the second time I'm wearing it. I really wanted to wear it again today because I just, need to get more wear out of it, and it's really beautiful. I really love those. And then I went in with this shade on the brow bone, and that's mostly everything from the palette until the lower lash line. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Milani concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime. Somebody else text me. Yeah, and the MAC Prep and Prime. And then I set my under eyes with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then for the under eyes, I just smudged this color on my lower, like these two colors on my lower lash line, and then I just highlighted the inner corners with this shade, and then I went in with the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara on the top lashes, and then I went in with the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the bottom lashes, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin again with the NARS Laguna bronzer because I'm trying to hit major pan on it, and I did hit pan on it, so now I'm just working on making like a huge dent in it, so I'm really proud of myself for that. And then for the blush, I went in with two MAC blushes. I went in with the shades Love Cloud and Well Dressed and just mixed the two together. I kind of forgot the blush that I wanted to use today, so I just used two MAC blushes. I've been really into my MAC blushes again, so just wanted to use those. And then for the highlight, I used the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Blossom Glow. Oh my god, I forget how much I love these highlighters from the drugstore. They're just amazing. So high-end highlighters got nothing on the drugstore right now. I'm sorry. They're awesome. And then I set my face with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I sprayed my face with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then I filled in my brows with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara, and then filled it in a little bit with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and then, I usually just set it. Sorry, my friend is texting me. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Dervish, and then I filled them in with the BH Cosmetics Liquid Lipstick in the shade Samantha, and that's pretty much it. I need to pee because I only peed like once at work today, so yeah, that's it. Bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I just went over Josh's house again. Since I have so much free time until school starts, I've been seeing him a lot, so I was completely off today too, and he wasn't really doing anything, so I went over his house. I did go return two things to Sephora though, not Sephora, one thing at Sephora and one thing at Ulta. I returned the other Bobbi Brown highlighting palette that I had, the first one I just returned. the first one that they had resent to me, and I don't think I ever used that one, and I returned it and exchanged it for the Dior liquid lipstick, and then I ended up returning the second one because I just didn't really like it. I just didn't think it worked for my skin tone. It was just too dark for me, so I returned it, and I just didn't think the formula was that great, so I returned that, and I also returned the Cover FX highlighting palette because I thought that that was pretty gritty quality, and I just felt like I had to dig my brush in literally both of those palettes every single time I used them, so I just ended up returning both of them. I found that I really have fallen in love with more drugstore highlighters, that I got rid of some of the highlighting palettes. So, well, that's gross. Anyway, I did that, and then I went to his house. I'm just really distracted because I think that my makeup looks really good, and I keep on looking at it. I know that's like really lame, but yeah, then I went to his house, and we went to an Asian mart that's about like a couple of towns away from him. It's like 10 minutes away. Not too bad. And they sell like, you know, everything from like China, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, and they literally sell like all this stuff. It's like basically like a Korean mart. And they sell like all this ramen. They sell like all these crazy chips. They sell like ramen chips that I have like in my bag. They don't have this stuff like at like regular supermarkets here, or like basically any regular supermarket, but I bought like these ramen flavored chips. They're like a tempura flavor. These are really good. I can't wait to like eat these again. I've been snacking on them like all night. They're called GGE, and it says tempura flavor. So we really love that place. We haven't been there in quite a while, so we wanted to go there and get some ramen because we just wanted to, you know, budget ourselves and get some chips and some candy, and that's about it. So, sorry, my leg itches. So anyway, I primed my face with I just wore my J. Crew sweater, by the way. I was going to wear my aqua one, but it wasn't that cold today, so I just decided to throw this one on, and I just wore my Lucky leggings. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus primer, and then I went in with the number 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation in the color Cool Vanilla, and then I concealed with the Tarte Rainforest with the Sea concealer in the color Fair Warm or Fair Light, and then I set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Warm Light, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same Wet n Wild powder, and then I just went in with Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream as my transition shade. And then for basically the rest of the look, I used the Urban Decay Naked palette because I really wanted to whip it out and use it today. So I used Naked in the crease, then I darkened out the crease more with Buck, then I used Smog and Dark Horse on the outer corners, and then I used Sidecar on the lid, and then Virgin on the brow bone. I was really torn as to which lid shade I wanted to use, but I usually always use Half Baked or Sidecar, and I just hadn't used Sidecar in a while, so I really wanted to use it. And that was it for the upper part, and then I concealed with the Tarte concealer. And also, if I look like a little bit like this, like my light is so bright that I have to like keep my eyes down sometimes to talk to the camera, or I'm literally staring like at such a bright light, and I just looked at it and it's just so bright, so forgive me for that, but it's the only way you're going to be able to see my face properly. So and then I concealed with the Tarte concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder, and then for the under eyes, I just went in with the Maybelline Gel Skinny Liner in the shade Brown because it was just the first one I grabbed, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Sin from the palette, and then I went in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, I went in with Naked and Buck on the under eyes, on the lower lash line, and then I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara on the top and bottom just because I wanted to put on something really quickly. And then that was it for the eyes, and then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then I went in with the Makeup Geek blushes in the shades Infatuation and Romance. I just wanted to use a couple of Makeup Geek items on my face today. And then for the highlight, I really wanted to whip out the Kathleen Lights Makeup Geek highlighting palette, so I used the shades Sunlight and Nightlight. I got the names right, and I mixed those two together. Sunlight, got the names right. But I wanted to use that highlighter today, so that's why I wanted to use the Makeup Geek blush. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light powder, then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I just brushed in my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I just went in straight up with my lipstick, and I went in with the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Honeycomb, just a normal everyday nude. So tomorrow I'm supposed to work only 3 hours. I know it's like kind of a joke, but I think I'm actually supposed to work those 3 hours because I don't think anybody else is like in at that time. Let me just check really quick. I'm pretty sure I do. So I have all this free time. It's like kind of annoying. That's a Christmas schedule. That's not right. That's next week's. This is this week. Okay, 2 to 5. Yeah, I work 2 to 5, and only one other person comes in. It's just two managers, and then I'm supposed to come in at 2 to 5, and then somebody else is supposed to come in at 4:30. So I'm literally just a little mid-shift. And I think I am working because I'm the only person there for an hour with Rob, and then Shannon's supposed to come in at 4:30. I don't know if they're just going to end up calling in Shannon earlier and having me be called out, but I think that's the only reason why they scheduled me is just because Rob wouldn't be alone for an hour. And it's only for 3 hours, so it's not like it's killing their payroll. So, yeah, so I have that tomorrow. And then Tuesday, I'm supposed to go to paint night with two of my friends. We finally decided to go to paint night. So we're going to be doing that with my friends Becca and Melanie. And then on Wednesday, I was supposed to go to the city to see my sister, but I'm not sure if that's happening. And then Thursday, probably just Josh will come over. If I don't go to the city on Wednesday, though, then I'll probably have him just come over on Wednesday or Thursday. Because one of those days I need to do nothing because I am so tired. And I keep on like, I went out like almost every day this week and I need to just chill. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So bye.